universe been talking to the chosen. The universe been talking to the chosen. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency.
You amazing, you should say it, you so powerful.
Affirmations daily, you should join in. Love is the vibe and we own it. The universe been talking to the chosen. The universe been talking to the chosen. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency.
You amazing, you should say it, you so powerful.
Affirmations daily, you should join in. Love is the vibe and we own it. The universe been talking to the chosen. The universe been talking to the chosen. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency. God energy, God energy. Everything inside of me, feel the frequency.
You amazing, you should say it, you so powerful.
Peace, 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 family. Shadow Work Sundays, you already know the vibes. Sorry about that intro. It was going in. That mother did not want to stop.
The intro was like, let's go.
Yeah, man. We're here for another vibe. But every Shadow Work Sunday is Vibe with the Tribe. You know, so much gratitude for the tribe. You know what I'm saying? We're here once again. And so this Sunday, we're actually going to be speaking about you are the algorithm, or we are the algorithm of this cosmic shift. And so it's a lot going on right now on the planet. And it's truthfully a great time to be alive. So we're going to speak on these, you know, on these different subjects and just, you know, connect, you know, as we always do. So let's start off with playing the Heart Chakra Singing Bowl.
Peace to the family, peace to the tribe. Tap in the chat. Peace, Nekwa Jack. Peace, Logical.
Peace, peace, peace. I say. So we're actually going to get this episode started off with the video. So let's tap in.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. You can never force nobody else to win.
There's a strength and a confidence that only came from a higher source. And, you know, we have to be determined, and you have to know that, for me now, I'm learning that it's more important to be righteous than to be right. I've tried to be right. You know, this is right. This is an injustice. This is a travesty. I'm right. But I've been very unrighteous. And still right. So I understand now that the battlefield and that the war is so much greater than what we see before us.
I have no fear. I have only ambition.
Equal rights in a mixed society.
In this society, where you still own the government, you still own the train station, the railroad plant, the lecture plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leech on a dog's back. All I can do is just wait for you. I can't do nothing for myself. Integrating in your society don't mean I'm doing nothing for myself. You doing it all. I want to do something for myself. I'm tired of depending on you. You might get broke one day. Your stores might close. Your gas pumps might cut off again. I'm relying on you now. Can I have my own land and country?
Well, you've got your own freedom here, for instance. I know you're luckier than many black people in
I'm not talking
America,
about
but
me.
you're your own
I'm
boss.
speaking for my nation.
I say. So, you know, that's the vibes that we on. You know, no fear, only purpose. And that is the slogan for this episode. No fear, only purpose. Like I said, it's a beautiful time to be alive. There's a major shift happening on the planet. You know, and we are the shift. And so we have to acknowledge that we are the algorithm, and that we've been the algorithm the whole time, and that they have been feeding off of our energy, and that they have been influencing us and really getting us to put our energy in certain things and draining us and using our energy to actually feed the life of this algorithm that they so-called act like they have control over. But we are taking the algorithm back. You know, the Ye's, the Kanye's, you know, and so we're going to talk about this episode, you know, what is my purpose? What is our part in this shift? You know, we see what Kanye is doing. We see what Ye is doing. We see what many people have been doing, you know, from Brother Rich, you know, to many different people. What is our purpose in this shift? You see what I'm saying? So no fear, only purpose. You know, don't be afraid of yourself. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Don't be scared of the unknown parts of you. Don't be scared of that warrior part of you that you may feel like, nah, I don't need to go in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because this is dangerous. This and that. This is about our purpose. This is about why are we here?
Yeah.
You know, why are we actually alive in this current time? You see what I'm saying? And so I didn't even plan on talking about this, but let's go. I've been watching the show Manifest, and so they get these callings, you know, these callings, they have to work together. It's like this tribe. These people actually get brought together, you know, technically through a divine intervention. They get brought together in these certain ways, and they end up having to work together to accomplish these callings. You know what I'm saying?
And if I remember correctly, not to cut you off, I think it's facilitated as well through synchronicity. Like they're always seeing patterns and numbers associated to the callings they gotta solve. So yeah, that's deep. Go ahead.
You know, so you know, they're nothing without each other, but there's essentially negative consequences if they don't complete this mission together. You see what I'm saying? If they get off course. But if they complete this mission, there's a reward.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But they gotta pay attention to life. They gotta pay attention to the angels, to, you know, to these, like, just these signs of the universe. And I look at that as that is us now. You know, we are in this place where we can manifest, like the title of the show, and we all have a calling. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that we thought our calling was just us. No, the calling is the collective. We have a calling together as a tribe. We have all been called to manifest. You see what I'm saying?
And listen, since you wanted to take it deep quick, we just gonna dive all the way in. You know, and I wish I could quote this brother directly, but the piece of content that I saw with this quote, it didn't mention his name. But it's so profound what he said, and it relates to purpose as you're speaking about, because you said something. You said the purpose sometimes isn't even just for us, it's for the collective, right? And this brother, he said, have you ever seen an apple tree eat its own apples? Have you ever seen an apple tree reach down and eat its own fruit? The fruit that the tree bears was never made for the fruit or for the tree. You know, and likewise, the fruits of our labor, the fruits of our talents, of our passions, a lot of the times we think that they're to manifest this or to manifest that or to set us up for a better future. But we don't realize that sometimes the fruit isn't for us. It's our testimony. It's our example. You know, even with relating to the Ye situation, right? There's very little that Ye himself is probably getting out of this right now. He's actually having a lot taken away, on the contrary, right? But what is it doing for us, right? So the fruits of what he's doing has more impact, like you're saying, on us as the collective, because it's making us realize that there's a need to fight for this truth, you know? And in the same token, we really are seeking to plant trees whose shade we're never gonna sit under. Meaning we're planting trees that we won't even get to necessarily experience the benefit of, because it's not for us to experience. It's for the collective, it's for our families, for our generations. And I felt like that when you said what you said, it highlights that aspect of purpose to me, because, you know, ego can make us get into our purpose in a way that's like, okay, once I get into my purpose, my money's gonna change, or once I get into my purpose, my lifestyle will be amazing and I'll be happy. But we don't realize that a large part of the purpose is for the collective, like you said, to motivate the collective, to empower the collective. You know, just us being on this platform, or any speaker on a platform, you know, there may be people who are having a hard time finding their voice in the community and bringing their truth to the table, you know, and this serves to them as a reminder that they have a place to do that, you know. So it's important that we focus on that aspect of our purpose, and how it's affecting the collective, and how it's, you know, allowing us to interact with each other. So I shade to you for mentioning that, because that's a slept on part of purpose, you know. I
say, man, that was, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you know,
I can't take credit for those, man. I wish I could quote the brother like I said, but when I heard it, it was just like, it was almost.
Bobby Hemmings said, "Ain't no secrets." So he told you for you to tell us, and this is a beautiful time. You know, I don't know what type of experiences that everyone is having personally, but man, it has been real. You know, it has been a beautiful time. You know, spiritually, it has been. I mean, it has been amazing. It has been very unexplainable, truthfully. You know,
downright magical.
Exactly. So I feel like the way this episode started, you know, this was just following the spirit. You know, I can't take no credit. We give all the credit, you know what I'm saying, to the spirit and to our higher selves.
Okay.
And so when we talk about no fear, only purpose. So basically, fear is okay when you're living in a broken system. Fear is okay when you're looking at things from a circumstantial aspect, but is fear okay when you focused on elevation? Is fear okay when it's a shift? You are part of the shift. If you're living in fear, now you're fighting against the shift, which is essentially we're fighting against ourselves. We came here for this exact time, you know, and so light has no purpose without darkness, and vice versa. So this planet looks like it's in darkness. This planet has been looking like it's going crazy. It's been a lot of things going on. You know, even if we can just start from COVID to now, a lot has happened.
If you wanted to, you could start with a whole lot of things before COVID.
Before that, exactly.
Even just starting at COVID, yeah.
You know, so but the thing is that these times in darkness are needed to invoke your light.
How would you know light without the darkness anyway?
I say, you know, our purpose is to be here and to shed the light, you know, and sometimes we gotta go in them rooms and we gotta speak and we gotta stand a certain way. That's why I said we all have different parts to play. And the question I want to ask is, what is your purpose? You see what I'm saying? What is your purpose in this? If you don't know, then go within. You see what I'm saying? That the answer is always in the process.
And for some people, it might, you know, for the people who aren't necessarily aware of their purpose, right? It might be a obscure thought that you have, like, okay, how do I even get in tune with my purpose? Is it some far off thing that I have to search for? But the beautiful thing about life is, right, nature gives us a lot of examples for how things work. So butterflies and caterpillars. When you see a caterpillar, we aren't really considering that everything that's needed to make the butterfly is encased in that caterpillar. Somewhere in that caterpillar that you're looking at, the material, the genetic material for the wings is there. Likewise, us as, you know, as beings, we have that purpose, and that end game, shall I say, already encoded and encased within us, right? And it just takes a little bit of unraveling and transforming to really get to the bottom of it, you know. And that's why we do what we do here at Shadow Work Sundays, because as you work through shadow work, it really allows you to shed some of these layers which prevent you from coming into contact and close parameters with your purpose, and in having experiences which can lead you to your purpose or remind you of your purpose.
Lead you to your purpose or remind you of your purpose. That's deep.
Because like we said with the caterpillar, because the purpose is already within you. So it's not something you got to find or looking for. It's just something that you have to unlock within. It's something that's already programmed into your DNA, you know? Programmed,
you know what's deep, bro? I had a bar from a song a while ago. Where, like, I was like, caterpillar, butterfly. Think about it. Both of them can fly.
Deep.
You see what I'm saying?
Deep.
And that's basically what you're saying.
I'm about to say that's literally it. That's that. Because, like I said, that's not something we consider that, you know, those beautiful butterfly wings that we see is somewhere encased in that caterpillar form. You know, even from the time it's a larva and a baby caterpillar, and we're the same way. You know, although we might not consciously be aware of what our purpose is here or how we're supposed to go about fulfilling it, it's there. You know, and all it takes is a little bit of digging and a little bit of shadow work to really come in contact with it.
Now I like this. Bring it up. A lot of it said my purpose is to bring people to the light, and I do this as I walk the planet. You know, that is beautiful. I like how she said it, because your purpose is going to be something that you do naturally.
Yes.
Your purpose is your passion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They connected. You know, so that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I think we all kind of share that. To be honest, you know, that's a large part of what we do in the spiritual community is we serve as that light. You know, we are the light bringers. You know, the bringers the dawn, as they say. We're ushering in that. You know. That new, well, I shouldn't say new age, because that's, you know, that is what it is. But we're ushering in that golden era, you know, of awareness and of love and compassion, you know. So
I like when you said the golden era, because the golden ray energy, when you're talking about vibration, that is, from my understanding, the vibration of the color of Christ, the energy of Christ, the Christ energy.
That's deep.
That golden ray. You know what I'm saying? But Logical says we are like we are like candles lighting other candles, being that spark to help other people help other people turn their light on.
Sure.
You know, that is very powerful. Yeah, it's the algorithm. It's kind of like when you share a post online on Facebook or on Instagram, then somebody else share it, and then somebody else share it, and then somebody else share it. We are the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. I'm about to say we might as well go ahead and speak on the algorithm aspect, because before, in my opinion, there was an algorithm that we know on social media. We were the original algorithm, right? And what I mean by that is we're the original deciders of culture, you know, and it's not something that's necessarily conscious that we talk about on a community or collective level, but what we gravitate towards is what the world ends up gravitating towards. You know, and this is, people know this, you know, but they don't talk about it. But everything from music to sports to art, even in some fields of technology, you know, it's kind of common knowledge at this point that the lens that we see the world through as melanated people becomes the standard through which others see the world as well, but also, you know, hold to high standards. You know, hip hop is a multi-million-dollar business worldwide amongst a multitude of different people. You know, so it's like I feel like a lot of our power comes in the awareness of realizing that we are the originators of culture. You know, in a place where, in you know, America, where they really don't have any culture, you know, we were able to even with a lack of knowledge of our true cultures, we were able to build a culture that
Still,
the world that the world stood behind and was able to make $1 million corporations and deals off of, you know. So I feel like the power in realizing that you know, it's our athletes, it's our artists, it's us that is creating the standard for beauty, for culture, for art, and
for
really
life, bro, for life,
and really standing in that, because you know, and we can get right into it because we're throwing the word algorithm around a lot, so we can I'm just gonna jump into the definition of algorithm just so we can kind of like break this down a little further. An algorithm is defined as I'm gonna let you pull it up, matter of fact, because I'm like, we throwing the word around a lot, we might as well just go ahead and so it's defined as a process or a set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer, right? So like what sticks out to me is a process or a set of rules to be followed in calculation or other problem-solving operations, right? So when we're talking about the algorithm as far as social media, right? How do we, even in eliminating social media and our phones from the thought, right? How do we apply the idea of an algorithm to us as a people, right? As the definition says, a process or a set of rules, right? If let's say for example, we were to set a certain amount of rules where on Instagram, for example, certain content that we see, we have understood as a collective, when we see this content that's promoting negativity or violence amongst our people, we give no interaction, we scroll past. When we see something that is positive, that paints us in a good light, you know, we like it, we save it, we share it. But creating a set of rules amongst ourselves, that, because that's all these algorithms are, is you know, for people who are in the computers, it's just it's kind of like an equation that says, if this happens, the program will do this, or if this person views A and B, then we will show them C, you know. So it's just these preset rules, and like I said, knowing that we're the original algorithm, I feel like it puts us in a position where you know, we can hack these online algorithms, which kind of already just reflect us as the natural algorithm that's already, like I said, generating these standards for culture.
So peep this out. So I'm gonna go here. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, let's get it.
Since we going there, I look at the algorithm as basically the algorithm is a part of the collective conscience of the planet, of the universe.
That's a fact.
That's how I look at it. And so when you think about the subconscious, like we talked about, it stores information. It actually moves based off of, it's kind of like when we talked about the God-eye particle. You know, is that what it is? Is that what it's called, right? The God-eye particle, if I'm not mistaken.
The God particle.
The God particle. Yeah. And so when you think about it was reactive to the thoughts of the people.
Yeah.
And so that is the algorithm. But in our subconscious, we have actually stored so much information in this algorithm. You see what I'm saying? To me, you know, we would have to heal the algorithm as well. The algorithm has been here with us all along. So the algorithm is almost like, I would look at the algorithm, like I said, is the subconscious. So it has all this information. And
right.
So as we heal ourselves, we heal the collective, we heal the algorithm. And through that healing, we actually shift the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And take over the algorithm, because what is their algorithm? Kanye said they want to monetize and traumatize. You see what I'm saying? So that is their algorithm. Their algorithm is monetizing off our trauma. So if we focus on healing and we heal, they have nothing to monetize off of. And then we can monetize off our healing. And we can become wealthy and healed and live and build with the tribe and, you know, build our own communities. You know, it's kind of like what Ali was saying. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, but technically I'm still under your control. You're telling me that I have a privilege to be here, that it's a privilege for me to be here, when it's like, no, this is mine. You see what I'm saying? So, so this is a takeover. We're taking back what's ours. You see what I'm saying? But it's a different type of war, like Lauryn Hill was talking about. It's a different type of war. We used to, and don't get me wrong, is the war is multidimensional. But right now, when it comes to the war that you can fight on your daily life without having to go out and just, until it gets to that time of war, if they get to that point, however it get to that point. But right now, we are in a frequency war. So understanding that you are the algorithm and that, what you do subconsciously, what you think, which is actually controlling our lives, this is actually feeding life or death to the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? That's how powerful we are. You see what I'm saying?
And not to cut you off, but and we could take it back to the last episode with the power of awareness, right? Because if we really want to get into it, like what's powering these algorithms is our awareness, and it's what we're consciously choosing to observe, right? So how many times have you been on a website looking at soccer cleats because you're about to go play a soccer game, and next thing you know, you're on Instagram and they're throwing you ads for soccer products. They are somehow aware of the things that you're placing your awareness or your attention on, and they're feeding you more content that's generated towards that, right? So like you said, like what happens when we just start placing our awareness and we just start actively consuming and interacting with content that's only high frequency, right? We completely bar out. We don't interact with the TMZ posts, the Hollywood Unlocked, the Shade Room, the all these different outlets that aren't really contributing anything positive to the collective conversation as far as we're concerned. And I feel like that phrase rings bell. It's important to me. Like we pay attention because we're literally paying something with our attention, right? We're powering this algorithm with our awareness and what we choose to place our attention on. And that's what is using to funnel back to us more of the same, So it's like, eventually, if the collective gets on the same wavelength and we phase out, this subconscious desire when you hop on social media where you're looking for a fight video, perhaps, or you're looking for, that hot piece of gossip, or what's going on in the celebrity world. If we were to phase that out mentally as a collective, in the sense of, that's not important, that I don't want to see that when it comes to my social media. And we really dial in on like these important conversations and these truths. I feel like that's one way we could really hack the algorithm, with just our awareness by choosing what we, would like to interact with on social media.
Truthfully, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's about what we give our time to, you know what I'm saying? Still being caught up in certain parts of the matrix due to comfort. And that is real. They try to push that comfort on us, and coming from all the trauma and all the things that we didn't face, you know what I'm saying? You look for that comfort zone. That's a fact. And we talked about that. Now I want to add to what you said about TMZs, the social medias, the all that. And add to that, as far as the algorithm is, when I be outside my home and I see my people, I'm peace God, peace family, so instead of, what's up, my nigga, what's up? Because that just because of what we done been through, that could mean many things.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that, G. You know what I'm saying? But making it clear that I'm, I'm really, it's like I'm spreading love. You know what I'm saying? Like moving through our heart space, and really not being afraid of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we know our people different. Right. We know that there's many aspects of us, you know what I'm saying? And
very multidimensional.
Yeah, exactly. We could be smiling one day and angry the next, our people are different. But, how do we bring that balance? We bring that balance with just spreading love, you know what I'm saying, and taking over the algorithm. So I want to ask a question though. What do you feel passionate about right now? What is something that you see? Like what do you feel some type of way about? And whatever that is, do it. I'm in a place, and I feel like we all should be in a place where we're not waiting for anyone to do it. It's like I said on the TV show Manifest, they had these call-ins. So if something is calling me, if I got something on the inside of me that got me feeling some type of way about it, obviously this is a part of something part of my purpose. It's a calling to me, and so we are in a time where we're not waiting on nobody to do it. It's us. We don't want
to be waiting on. Yeah.
We don't ones. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones, and like I said, what a great time to be alive.
Okay.
What, and I want to reword this question a little bit. What calls you deep in your soul? In my understanding, from what I truly believe, man, our lifetimes that we live and our past lifetimes, they're all connected in many ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so your soul, man, what is connected? Your purpose is connected with what drives you, what you feel in your soul. It's kind of like music. We all love music because music is a part of us. We are music. You know what I'm saying? And it hit us in our soul. They call it soul music, soulful music. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we should be focused on at this time. You see what I'm saying? As I spoke on before, stress, grief, betrayal, trauma, etc. All these things help you raise your kundalini and make you aware. So we had to go through those things. We had to be, the black sheep, as they say. We had to be the ones that was abused, neglected, you know what I'm saying, put to the side, looked over, you know what I'm saying, called crazy, whatever it was. We had to be them people for this moment, for us to be powerful enough to become the shift, to take over the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a strong mind. When you've been through some hell, you feel weak, but you're really stronger than a lot of other people. You can handle pressure different than somebody else that ain't really been through nothing.
And there's a deep aspect, because we talk about the Christ consciousness a lot, but there's an aspect of the Christ story where oh man, I hope I didn't just lose my train of thought. Say the last thing you said again, and you're gonna bring me right back. Thought train just got derailed.
Well, I really was just talking about the kundalini and just these different areas of us, these different parts that we went through, this darkness aspect per se. We had to go through that to be strong enough to have the willpower to make it through this moment.
Oh, okay. My train of thought is back on the tracks. I was gonna say, there's like and I don't subscribe to really the 48 laws of power as a whole, but there's one aspect that says you can't outshine the master. And Christ actually, they say, spoke about that in that I think he said something to the extent of, because I was persecuted, you will also be persecuted. Because I was challenged, because I was attacked, you will also be challenged and be attacked. We can't outshine the master in the sense of, if you really live in this life of bringing truth, into this realm of bringing compassion, bringing love, bringing that divine feminine, that you will be, engaging in that black sheep energy. You will be that person who's constantly being challenged, constantly being attacked, constantly being berated for the things you believe in and for the ways that you choose to live. But that, that has to be expected in a certain aspect, because whether we're talking about Christ as an actual person or the mythical allegory aspect, it's still a factor that once you're walking in this life and on this path, that you're going to be challenged, you're going to be attacked, you're going to be persecuted, you're going to sometimes have to serve as that spiritual martyr that puts your feelings and your ego to the side for the betterment of the collective and for others. So I feel like that's really something people don't really speak on too often, is that oftentimes in the spiritual path, it's like, man, like, how come they don't understand? How come they always trying to twist my words? Or how come they're always they seem like they're going through lengths to not understand me? It's because the energy that's associated with that, they're there to challenge you to the point where you stand so firm in what you believe and what you stand on, that you're ready at any second, to no matter who's challenging you or no matter who's berating you, that you're fully dialed in on that. I feel like that's something that we have to almost expect, and I shouldn't say expect, but that's something that we got to be willing to face, while we're on this path, because we can't outshine the master in that aspect when it comes to Christ consciousness.
Well, honestly, I look at it as the master is the other side of that is you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Awareness is very important at this time. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the decisions that we make are affecting the collective.
yeah,
And like, as we spoke about a few episodes ago, you have your own collective conscious within you. And so when we speak about the collective, we're talking about inner and out. You know, the collective of yourself and the collective of us all as a whole.
yeah.
And so we waited for we waited for Jesus for a long time in the church aspect and all that. But we are Christ. You know what I'm saying? We are the shift. You see what I'm saying? Connect with your ancestors. That's something important right now. At this time, connect with your ancestors. We should be really getting in tune because our purpose and our mission and everything that we've been fighting up until this point, our ancestors have cheat codes. They have information.
It's
You
funny you
know,
say that.
um,
And I don't mean to cut you off, but you know, we real big on the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. You know, so we didn't even talk about this in our convo earlier, but I had picked it up. I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday. And I was starting from the beginning of it and planning on going to the end, but in the first tablet, Thoth or Tahuti says something that sticks out to me. He says that I'll leave this information for a time to come. Because when I return, I'm going to require an accounting of all things that went on. But he then says, but I will also demand from you that which you guard the most. What is it that we guard the most?
I'm gonna let you answer that.
I would say I'm ready to say it, but you know, I want people's brains to get going a little bit. You know, the well-guarded heart. You know, we guard our heart all the time. We guard our love. You know, that, and who knows, that might not be the interpretation, but I've read the Emerald Tablets a couple times, but I've never read that line and immediately gone, the heart. You know, like, oh, like he's talking about when he comes back, he's requiring accounting, but he's also gonna ask, where's your heart at? And I need, you know, I need that. I need to know where your heart is at and if it's lighter than a feather. You know?
Well, I'm real big on Ma'at, and this is all about getting back to Ma'at.
Yes.
Back to that divine feminine source, that balance, that truth,
I
that
agree.
order. The reason why our tribes were able to live amongst each other without war and killing each other like niggas do in the hood is because of Ma'at, the balance, the order, the honor, the truth.
It was a standard by which they lived by.
Exactly. And it's already coded in our DEA. It's already in us. We just have to unlock it and connect with it. It's already who we are. If we were not those people, we could have been took over this planet.
That's interesting you say that, because even and not to take it all the way back to the Emerald Tablets, but in that same chapter, in the tablet entitled The Spaceborn, he talks about when he got out of his body and traveled the cosmos, and he says that he found, no matter how distant he traveled, that the cosmos was structured by order and by harmony and by balance. So like what we're talking about, Ma'at, and what the goddess Ma'at represented in those 42 utterances of Ma'at, they represent a harmony and a balance that pervade the cosmos, and that it's not just in our interactions, but as we see, all of the planetary bodies, they're ordered precisely with their rotations and with their orbits. Everything is very calculated and very precise with this order, harmony, and balance. So like you just said, like this is Ma'at was a concept, that our ancestors were able to divine, that there's ways to stay in balance with this harmony and this order that rules the universe, and that by doing so, you're better off. And like you said, it makes for better interactions. I think it was I was watching Brother Rich's channel, and Baba Heru, Queen Afua's husband, was saying that when the people operate by Ma'at, it affords certain things. So he said, he would have people come into a shop and they couldn't afford certain things. And he would ask them, he said, you practice Ma'at, right? And they would say, yeah. He said, okay, cool, then walk. You're good. I know you're going to pay me back. I don't know when, I don't know how, but because you operate by this same order and harmony that I do, I got faith that you're gonna give that back to me. And
That's
that's
an
the
energy, bro. That's a oh my
that
God.
and
That's
it's like a cosmic credit system. You know, these things that
what
they
they would call the agape in the church once again.
yes. You
Is
know,
that
you
not
that's something that can, you know, it works from the macrocosm to the microcosm, from our interactions, you know, from our dealings with business and with money to, you know, how we structure our lives. Like Mayat
right?
is really a lifestyle. You know, you have Mayat with your finances, you have order with your finances, you have Mayat with your health and your fitness life. You know, you bring this order, harmony, and balance to all these areas of your life. You know, in an effort to
Relationships.
yeah, exactly. So it's like you and I've really been as of lately, I'd say the last month or so, I've really been getting in tune with Maya and what this idea and representation of ancient and cosmic order, harmony, and balance meant for our people. You know, because you can tell that it was something of the highest caliber. You know, it was very important to maintain this and to be aware of this. You know, so I feel like that's and at the same time, you know, because we're talking about the divine feminine and this melanin, you know, so there is this element of chaos, you know, but that's the nature of the universe, is that balance and that paradox of order and chaos. You know, they try to give you a little hint on the dollar where it says, I think it's like ordo ab something, but it translates to from order or from chaos order. So basically order is derived from the chaos. You know, but that order, harmony, and balance is something, like I said, that pervades the cosmos itself, you know, from the highest to the lowest levels.
But truthfully, this is it's my still, because it's balance. You know what I'm saying? So that's beautiful. That's deep. You know what I'm saying?
I'll show you.
So the divine algorithm is connecting back to source, to nature, to love, this tribal style
That's
of living, unity, healing, you know, trained warriors. You see what I'm saying? And what's so deep about that show Manifest is something that they've been saying from the beginning of the show. It's all connected. It's all connected. It's they just kept getting, no matter what, they kept on getting, and it was the child that kept saying it. The child that's the chosen one.
The
That's
little boy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he kept saying it's all connected. They didn't know what was going on. They thought it was turmoil. They was, you know what I'm saying? It's getting real. And they like the baby, like it's all connected.
No, that's because, you know, I started season 1 and I got to go back to it. But that when I first started watching it, I was actually very impressed with the way that they incorporated that. For one, the synchronicity, like I said, but also not just the numerical synchronicities with the numbers, but also those
Everything was
situational synchronicities, you know, and the babies or the children recognizing the connectivity of it all. You know, that I was impressed with that. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, this is
look, the boy. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I'm not even gonna tell y'all that much because I want y'all. But well, yeah, I ain't gonna tell y'all that much. I want y'all to watch it. So I was gonna drop another gem on y'all. We're gonna wait though. I want y'all to go watch this.
Now I'm about to say, because I haven't seen too much, so you might drop a little.
I ain't gonna do that. So
I ain't gonna do that.
You know, so we're saying that though, everything is connected.
Always.
You see what I'm saying? We live in a world of no coincidences. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a divine purpose. You know, from Kyrie to Kanye, to the things in the government, to the things behind the scenes that we're not aware of. You know what I'm saying? This is our algorithm and it's been hijacked. You see what I'm saying? Imagine you had a system where you speak to your family whenever you want it, and then y'all have this divine intervention due to this powerful system, and someone hack it. They're not able to control the way you and your family communicate. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, it's like that God particle. It goes back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about, it reacts off of emotions. You see what I'm saying? So we are being controlled by something that is controlling the algorithm. And what's so beautiful is that people don't even get it, but Ye shifted the algorithm. You know, whenever he did that Drink Champs interview, they took it down within a day.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I was watching the interview, bro. In the middle of watching the interview, I stepped away like an hour or something, came back, it was gone. I was watching the On Drink Champs. Man, I found that mug like 20 minutes later, still on YouTube somewhere else. And then everywhere else you go, you seeing them. You see Kanye. You couldn't, it was no way you was gonna get around this message. And that's how we are with the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? He's showing us like, look, man, look, if we really want to, we can just shut down all this shit. We can just show the world whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we can really change the whole.
And it also shows you the lengths that they'll go through to make sure, because like I was speaking on, it's your awareness, right? So they have to make sure and ensure that not too many people place the awareness on what Kanye said and take it a step further and go do the research. They immediately got to snip it because an idea is insidious, and it's like it spreads like wildfire. So you can tell how nervous they get when it comes to, like when it comes down to it, what without going too deep, with the conspiracy talk, with the powers that can't be and who we know run things,
right?
On the internet, it makes these people seem like very big and bad and like malevolent, but at the end of it, like these are people who are like cowering at the thought of too many people waking up to the truth at once. They're doing more scattering, and what's the word? They're anxiously and frantically scattering at all times to use all of these, media outlets and things of that nature to make sure they can get in front of the wrong piece of truth falling into the hands of the collective. And if they don't do damage control, meaning if Kanye or Kyrie comes out and they say a certain thing and they don't employ, because the power of the media is very, is powerful, obviously, but it has a lot to do with people's subconscious being influenced, right? So like Kanye, Kyrie come out, say what they say, and then the next day, from the radio to the news to social media, all day you're hearing Kanye's bad, Kanye's bad, Kanye is the A word. You're just hearing that, and it's seeping into your subconscious to offer some type of resistance to what he was doing. So it's like they have to constantly bombard you with these measures of thought control to make sure that, there's always an opposition in your head that says like, don't go too far with that, you'll lose your money like Kanye, or don't go too far with that, people won't want to listen to you because they're going to think you're,
what I'm saying? We got to see every aspect. We got to see how they reacted, how they try to shut this stuff down, how intimidated they are of us. And then we also got to see how intimidated a lot of these puppets out here are.
Yeah.
It's a lot of puppets out here. And it's a shift. You can't fake no more. You can't hide. You can't hide behind the wall. You can't hide behind the color of your skin. You can't hide behind none of that no more. We are in the major shift. And so the industry and everybody is really showing their cards, and so the system runs off of us. You see what I'm saying? You are the electrical current. And if you think about current, a current, as far as with the water, but you also think about current as a present. You know what I'm saying? You are the electrical, shockwave right now at the present time. Present is the now, and we live outside of time. So now can be forever. And so, current definition is actually belonging to the present time, happening or being used or done now. So you are the electrical current. You see what I'm saying? And what's deep is that, or a body of water moving in definite direction, especially through a surrounding body of water or air, which has less movement. So like an ocean, you know what I'm saying? And so this is us, and we think about ocean. What happens, man, when these hurricanes and these different things happen? We talked about how powerful the water is, which is another divine feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? So let's detach, family, and connect with our purpose. You know what I'm saying? Detach from the system. You see what I'm saying? Have purpose with intention. You see what I'm saying? That is how we shift the algorithm. You know, be powerful, have your intention, and know what you want to do, and be intentional with what you want to do. Don't doubt yourself. You see what I'm saying? It could be new grounds, it could be new territory.
I was gonna say your purpose might not fit any type of algorithm. Your purpose might be so far fetched that you got to dig deep to even be able to see the possibility.
Exactly. But it comes through this. That's why I said earlier. The purpose is in the process. Keep going, and the purpose, you'll find the purpose. But the purpose is also in your passion.
Yeah.
And it's deep how this, how these things, how this peas is popping off. Purpose is in the process, and purpose is in the passion. But it's facts. These are the places that that you are the strongest, because these are the places that you actually you've seen yourself overcome already in these places. Whenever you're doing something in your passion, it shows you the great part of you, the parts of you that you love. You're like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you didn't,
parts of you,
man, you're proud of you and your passions.
Yeah.
So it's already a strength. So why not use it to your advantage? You see what I'm saying? So another question, what is your purpose-driven mission? We have many missions out here, but what is your purpose-driven mission? Because right now that's what time it is. When the Bible says your gifts will make room for you, I look at that as that's us right now, in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Your passion will make room for you. You know what I'm saying? But go through the process. Go within, go through the healing, go through, reflecting, go through your heart space, do that, analyze your life, analyze what you actually desire today, what you didn't have yesterday, and know you're going to have it tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? I think we get so caught up on the now in the sense of like circumstances, but it's like the now is not what you think it is. The now is everything that you want it to be, and everything that you desire it to be. You see what I'm saying? So if we keep looking at this world like, damn, these rappers talking about killing, everything is horrible, man, they doing this, our people tweaking, this and that, we'll never get anywhere. You see what I'm saying? So we have to know, what? This is the duality of this planet.
And when you think like that, you just becoming one more willing participant to prop up that reality that they trying to prop up anyway. So it's like,
exactly. My purpose.
And the deep thing about that, and shout out to Michelle, aka I'm Authentic. Saying, what is your purpose-driven mission, family? Let's figure it out for the collective. And we talk about this a lot. I consider it like my cheat code because and somebody, I forget who I was watching, spoke on this, saying that what we call like the quantum field, or that intelligent energy that surrounds us in our atmosphere and our environment. I forget the guy, I forgot what scientist said it, but he said there's an aspect to this field that literally responds to yes or no questions. It responds to like binary like queries, or questions that you pose to it. So like I tell people this till I'm blue in the face. A lot of times people look at me like, okay, yeah, like whatever. But when I have a question, I really trust spirit enough to just ask it. Whether I'm asking it aloud or I'm going inward and asking it within my heart. You ask the Most High Spirit, Divine Feminine, whatever you consider it, infinite intelligence, is what I like to consider it. You ask it, hey, you ask your higher self, I would like to come to know exactly what my purpose is. You'll get that answer. Ask, you shall receive. Knocking, the door shall be open every single time. So I feel like a lot of the times we make it hard on ourselves. We're like, okay, how am I going to find this purpose? Like, let me go to Google. Let me Google how people find their purpose. Let me watch some YouTube videos, when we have the Godhead within us, So like I said, like this quantum field, it's trippy. You can pose yes or no questions. You can pose open-ended questions and say, bring me the answers in symbolism and through my experiences, so this is our first hack, is realizing that because we are this Godhead within, that we have access to the same information. You're not going to get it in the terms that you're used to with your conscious mind, in the sense of you type it in, the page loads, and then you see it, and now it's in your conscious mind. It's not going to come like that. It's going to come subconsciously. It's going to come subtly. It's going to come synchronistically. But
so look, bro.
Go ahead.
So you I feel like you like throwing me an alley hoop right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is powerful. So I'm gonna say this first. Anything outside of your purpose is a distraction. But to respond to what you're saying, to go in, get offline and go online. I'm gonna start off with that. Get offline and go online. You see what I'm saying? You are the like we talked about, you are the algorithm. So let's speak about it. When you think about the mycelium network.
Yo, I'm glad you said mycelium. Not to cut you off, because back in when they had a lot of, well, not a lot of, but during psychedelic counterculture times, it was a saying, I think it was Ronald Reagan coined it, that hippies or people who were doing mushrooms and acid, that our thing was to what was it? It was to drop in, to drop out and tune in. So drop out of school basically and tune in to, but it's like we can shift that to log off and tune in. It's like, log off the socials, get detached from the external world and explore that inner world, like you're saying. But go on. I don't mean to derail you.
No, you good.
But yeah, because I feel like that's really the time when you're in that. It's trippy, and we talked about this on the phone briefly earlier in the spiritual community. Like, all of this and most of what we do in the spiritual community still depends on the phone, right? We are still just like everyone else, and most people, most of the time, we're sitting on the phone, connecting with each other, building with each other, consuming information, downloading information, to our conscious minds through videos and what have you. So there's still this aspect, even for us in the conscious community, that we're still very much plugged in, to this, which not so much to a detriment, because this is how information is being passed nowadays, but it is to a detriment because it's still requiring us to, we are like, right. and we can all attribute to this. I know I can, and I'm guilty of it. We're online all day, trying to get this information. Like, we're on Brother Rich channel, Dr. Be Serious, we're consuming this information. But if somebody had a camera above us, all is going to show is us like this the whole day, so it's just like, there's still an aspect of it that takes us out of being in tune.
They're still taking our energy, even with all the information that we're gaining.
There's still a form of energy being siphoned
to their advantage, right?
Yeah.
So I want to tap in on this question, because I have some other stuff I was going to go. We're going to get into my Mycelium network in a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
But this is Mama. You know what I'm saying? This question is very as deep. So she said, "What if you have a lot of passions? How do you pick one?" I would say passions.
Which one you like
best? Exactly, because we're talking about purpose, and we're talking about this current time. So what are you needed for in this current time is about, like we talked about in the show, manifest those callings. What is your life leading you? Where are you feeling pulled? What do you feel like? It's kind of like whenever somebody think about starting a good business, they say, find a problem, create a solution. Yeah. So where is your passion a solution in this current time? I feel like because either way, it's your passion. You're going to do it naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you talk about the purpose and of the right now, it's like, where is there a need for my passion? And also I would say go within, because it's not just about, there could be a need for your passion, but that could be a distraction from the actual thing you're supposed to be doing, because people use us in our passion as well. Because we're really good at it and we're passionate. You'll do something you're passionate about for somebody for a long time. So you can be abused in your passion as well. So I would say go within, and really, really assess, like I said, what do you feel like, what moves you in your soul right now? Like, what do you feel like I should be doing? You know what I mean?
I feel like you hit on a massive point, because obviously, we're in an age where, yes, we might have passions that we can just explore creatively, but obviously we want to be able to monetize our passions so that we can, change our lifestyles, obviously. And something you just spoke on, I've been involved in like small business and entrepreneurship for a long time. And something that I think is kind of like paramount and bar none is the fact that the best businesses and the best business models and ideas are solving problems, like you said. But more than just solving problems, the more specific the problem you solve, the more you'll get paid. You can see this in the world. If we're talking about like a luxury service, right? Maybe it's a service where when you go to Miami and you need a luxury car or you need a luxury excursion experience, you have this specific agency you call. The more specific the problem that you feel or that you solve, the more valuable you're going to be. And me and King talk about it a lot. Something I live by is find a need and fill it, and find a hurt and heal it. So whether it's your passion or your purpose or business, I feel like your purpose is heavily entangled in not something that you're going to do that's going to fulfill you or give you this fuzzy feeling inside, but it's something that's going to be a benefit to the collective, and that's going to be a service. It's going to be need-based. It's crazy that you spoke on that, because it's good. Your purpose, in my opinion, is going to be something that's need-based on a collective scale that only you have the experience, awareness, and story to fulfill.
It's the body of Christ, bro. We are the body of Christ. So as a collective, you know what I'm saying? We have different parts. I have something you don't have. You have something I don't have. The truth is not just in me or just in you. The truth is in us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So let's get back to it. This is a perfect transition back to the Mycelium Network. So when you think about the Mycelium Network, you should think about yourself. Even with what we just talked about. The algorithm is also connected to the Mycelium Network, which is connected to the quantum realms. Mycelium Network is the Wi-Fi of the universe. It is constantly receiving and giving information. What does that sound like? An algorithm. You see what I'm saying? And so during this shift, we must become aware of our true network. You see what I'm saying? And so when you think about TikTok, right? When you think about TikTok, you got dance talk, hip hop talk, whatever the talks they got, conscious talk, woke talk, whatever it is. You got these different dimensions within this app. But what is it based off of? What you were just talking about. What are you putting your energy to? Mm-hmm. It is based off of what energy you give to this, and what you're giving your energy to. That is based off of what this algorithm is going to feed you. You see what I'm saying? And so the algorithm is everything, and you have full control over it. And they show you everything that they do outside of us, like these movies, everything, whatever. It's just a mock or a copy of what we can do or what we are doing. You see what I'm saying? And so this episode is really for you to feel even more powerful. To feel if you're going through something with family. You're going through something in your relationship. You're going through something in life financially. You may feel like nothing at times. You may feel like everything is just going wrong. It's not, because
I'll be there some days.
Because that's the human aspect of life in certain aspects. At the same time, just know, you know what I'm saying? Your passion, your gift, your truth, your light. Even if you just speaking to somebody at the gas station, you see the same elder at the gas station and you just tell her something sweet every time, or whatever you're doing, you are a light everywhere you go. You see what I'm saying? And you're shifting the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? And so I truly look at 2023 as a major, very divine year. Right now I was talking to Nick Wajet about this, and we was talking about this, that this right now is preparation.
Heavy on the 7 energy with 2023.
I say,
223 energy.
And so, come on now, talk about it. And so,
not them 223s, but
now I know what you're talking about. So, we are in preparation for what's to come next year. Next year is the major shift. You know what I'm saying? But we are preparing for what's coming. We are preparing for this shift. We are literally getting in position, because it's a frequency war. We already in it right now. Yeah. But next year, oh yeah, we're letting our presence known. We taking over. We taking over the social medias. We taking over all these industries. We taking over every aspect of this. You know what I'm saying? But we're
Conscious
doing
community
it.
taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
You feel me? You know, and we taking over through purpose. Because the only and passion. The only reason why the world is the way it is, like you said earlier, is because they've been using us against us. We love music, so you're not teaching me how to rap. You're not teaching me how to love music. You're not teaching me. You're just monetizing my gift. You're not teaching me how to act. You're not teaching me how to fight. You're not teaching me how to hoop. You're not teaching me how to do none of these things. You're not teaching me how to be intelligent. You see what I'm saying? But you're monetizing what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So yes,
you trying to monetize the scraps that I'm working with.
Exactly.
You know, that's a fact, brother. That's a major fact.
And the algorithm is multidimensional. We got to remember that too. Everything is multidimensional in this multiverse. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
When you think about that, there are thousands, 144,000 to be specific, dimensions inside of you. You have all these dimensions. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on right now at one time. We in so many places right now, living out so many lives and so many plans for what? For this purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is only what we're supposed to do in this dimension. You know, we spoke about the Merkaba, the divine matrix. That is your algorithm, your own personal algorithm. That your Merkaba, your divine matrix. So we must balance. We must take control over our algorithm and shift the collective algorithm. But it's through shifting our own algorithm. You see what I'm saying? So even when you think about, well, what can I do to help this? Shadow work, energy work, you know, study, tap in, connect with your ancestors, you know, really focus on clearing that karma, you know, making your heart light, you know, become love, you know, and also I look at it like this, you know, I'm ready for war and seeking peace. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, they always say,
gentle as a dove, but wise as a serpent.
Come on now, all that. That is the balance. You know, darkness, the shadows, they can help us. You know what I'm saying? If we want to shine bright, they can help us. They help us shine bright. The darkness is there to help you shine bright.
Yeah.
So now it's our time to shine. You know what I'm saying? And what's so deep, when you shine a light in the shadow, nothing is there. But it's still there. You see what I'm saying? So it appears, when you put a light in the shadow, it appears as if it's not there. You know what I'm saying? So we need to handle this. We got to handle this. We got to handle this shadow in the shadows first. You see what I'm saying? You know, so that's why I said we got to go within. We got to heal our trauma. You know, yeah.
It's the only way, low key.
And when it comes to soul tribe, because right now we're a big soul tribe energy on the planet, which is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is amazing. We need to come together. At the same time, I'm gonna say this: you have to use discernment finding our soul tribes. You know, they say all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and I told Julio that statement really don't make no sense to me, but I'm gonna use it for the sake of this example. You know, we have to use discernment. Because as we elevate in our purpose, there are going to be some people coming and kind of trying to pop up, and they're going to be major distractions. They're going to be on missions to try to stop and try to prolong what you're doing. You know, something that you can get done in 3 months. Now it took you 1.5 years because these certain people came around. So we have to be very, very, very.
All we gotta do is look at history. Is not forget that the Black Panthers was infiltrated by our own people. Malcolm X was, you know, murdered by our own people. You know, so like you said, it's, you know, Nipsey Hussle was murdered in his own hood by his own people. You know, so it's like, you know, like you said, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and yeah, it'd be like people think, you know, people think what they think, but it's like we're aware of things like COINTELPRO that existed back then. You know, so it's like, what do you consider that the government is working with espionage wise and counterculture wise in ways that you couldn't even fathom, ways to infiltrate and ways to overtake movements and subvert movements that you're not even looking out for it, you know? So it's like we can't be naive in thinking that the same, you know, people talk about COINTELPRO and throw it around all the time, but not considering that, you know, COINTELPRO was a long time ago, and it was something that was so intricate and so well devised that it crippled our movements and our leaders. And that, you know, if you think that there's not modern day COINTELPRO movements, modern day movements that are going on right in front of your face that you think are for the culture, that are actually, you know, counter to the culture, you know, it's almost sick, but it's a thing, you know, and it's something that hides in plain sight.
I say,
you know.
So, Queen family, sis, send me an email at contactgodenergy, contactgodenergy@gmail.com, so I can bring you on. She's going to share a poem with us. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody else want to join, you know, drop something in the chat or send an email. But she's going to come on and share a poem with us, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Using our passions to alter this frequency. Yeah. So until she send that, I got something for y'all cooking up. So this record, I actually posted it on Instagram, but it's called Rise of the Gods. And I'm kind of speaking on things that's going on right now, you know, the Kyrie, the Kanye's, the Offset, I mean the Takeoff, you know, all these different things that's going on. So and just speaking about us, you know, and just, you know, channeling that energy and channel message from the spirit. So let's tap into that.
Sure.
Reflection, sometimes you look back and wish you hadn't said things. Is that accurate?
Nah, not really. Because the things I say are on behalf of God. Like, it's not always godly because I'm a man, but God is definitely using me.
Ye shifted the algorithm. Now you mad and wanna cancel business. If you mad at Ye and you offended, look closer and see the truth in it. Look at how they did Kyrie. What happened to freedom of speech? All the killing in the industry. You should keep the same energy. Well, I don't see that type of energy. I see that you will never see. They call us woke like never sleep. I think it's a game. Ready for war as I'm seeking peace. Straight up. They want to silence us to say the least. They promoting death through the frequency. I have no respect for your agency. Ever seen the guys ride on their enemies? We here to fulfill the prophecy. RG take out these games, need to chill out. We all got family and friends that we care about. Can everybody make it home? Instead of leaving someone you love all alone. Real talk. This is from my soul to my people. They deceiving, controlling the media to influence how you thinking. That's why they hate it when you speaking. It's time for us to have a meeting.
Oh, hold on, I think you went mute a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was on mute. I'm over.
Oh man, now you back now.
I say. That's the vibes we on now, 2023. And here's the email, family. There's the email right here. And if y'all got any questions, you can drop some questions as well in the chat. You know, once again, much gratitude, family. We appreciate y'all support, y'all love, and appreciate y'all desire to grow, and that we actually have a soul tribe. And I'm grateful. You know, I don't really have a lot of family that I deal with, so connecting with the soul tribe is really amazing. You know,
that it is.
Much gratitude, family. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all already know how we do. And I'm gonna put this out here at this time too. So I'm doing the Shadow Work Sundays album. And so anybody want to get on the record, let's do it. I'm doing records with the tribe. So let's get it done. Let's put out some obviously this would be a project dropped in 2023. You know what I'm saying? We got Cosmic Currency with Negwa Jet. She said that's the song of the year. So we're going for the album of the year with Shadowwork Sundays. But
shit fire.
You know, inbox me, family. You know, if y'all ready, you know, tap in.
I'm not gonna lie, this instrumental earlier when we was talking, I don't know, it does something to you while talking. It just makes you feel like you're speaking a little bit more motivationally, you know, with some energy like this behind you.
I say,
come on, let's say go vibe with the instrumental.
I say,
you know,
I'm authentic. Love you so, child.
Love return. I say, I'm authentic. Much love.
I want to get on the album. Let's get it. Let's get it. Logical inbox me, family. You know, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I have a record sent to you this week. Let's go. Yeah, I like that.
I'm waiting on that.
Yeah, let's get it, family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talking poetry, whatever. You know, whatever you want to do. If you want to talk spoken word, like it's up. You know, if you dance, whatever, we're gonna figure out some music videos. Like
I'll be lit.
Gonna make it happen, family.
Dancing there, yeah.
Like, you know, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together to shift the frequency.
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying? So,
right.
I got some stuff cooking up. I got some stuff I almost told y'all. I can't tell y'all yet. I can't tell y'all. Can't wait, because it's gonna be oh yeah, let's go. We got Mama getting on the album. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be epic, man. I'm too Yeah, this is gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic, man. We about to shift the game. We about to change the game, man. If you want to join, family, here's the email. I'm waiting on Queen to tap in with us. Drop that sauce on us.
Big Robin. Big Tribin, Big Robin.
Yeah. But no, believe in yourself. Not even believe, know who you are. You know, in the Hebrew, to believe me not to know. So we're not even gonna spoke on that. But you know thyself. I say, you know, it's a great time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? There may be adversity. You know, there may be things that come at you that may feel like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get a break. You know, but just know that is you versus you. That is your like I say all the time, when the pressure's on, the oil come out, you know, that is you in your elevation. That is you in your death and rebirth, you know. And so the whole planet is going through a death and rebirth. You know, this old system has to die.
Nobody's exempt.
You see what I'm saying? To an extent, this is we have to kill this system to rebirth a new one. You know, so that's what we're doing right now. All right. So
funny thing is, I don't think we gotta kill. I think it's dying right in front of us. I don't even think.
Man, talk about it.
It's like an old decrepit man. It's like, man, you don't even gotta touch it, man. It's just like it was inevitable in the first place.
Just don't give it no energy.
Yeah, you know, just like
I'm sending this we're getting it right now. Like I said, the family, if you want to come on,
this music the energy and the vibe is just very. I feel like I'm supposed to just be saying like constant motivational things over this.
Yeah, hit the like and the subscribe, family.
Like family, smash that like button, subscribe. Share this with your family on YouTube, on Instagram as well.
You know, we shifting the algorithm, family. That's another way how we
shift this algorithm.
Yep. I just hit the link, family. You should have that link to join. We really just vibing out with y'all at this point. You know what I'm saying? Any family want to come on, or y'all any questions? You know what I'm saying? We know last episode was a pretty short episode, so you know, doing our due diligence right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we still working on the Telegram as well. You know what I'm saying? Not the Telegram, the Patreon. We're on the Patreon as well. You know what I'm saying? So We'll get that cooked up for y'all real soon.
Bring y'all some detailed high frequency bills.
I say, yeah, I got some stuff I want to talk about right now that I'm not speaking on.
So we can save the Patreon.
By the way, yeah. I don't know. Oh, so question, family. How do y'all like having the music? Is it taken away, or is it y'all rock with it? We did it.
I hope they rock with it, man. Because just it adds a nice energy. I feel like at least while we wait for people to come on, while we just vibing.
Yeah, we're going into season 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep. Yeah, so we so switch it up a little bit. And then the intro, the video, we're gonna be rocking out. It's gonna become more podcast for sure. And so at the end of this month, on the 27th, we have Vibe with the Tribe, the Goddess. This is the Goddess edition. So any goddess that want to join, tap in. I already have a few already on the list. We lit. But if you want to join and be a part of that, so it'll be Goddess only on the panel. And we getting busy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's time to really listen to what the goddess, the divine feminine got to say. Like we heard the babies. And guys, be aware, next month it's our turn. You know what I'm saying? With the tribe, with the guys.
It's like don't fret.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Every dog has its day.
Peace, family.
Peace, family.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, family?
Peace and love. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you
hear me?
Okay. Yep.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
That's what let me tell you something. I just love you guys from over here because you guys don't understand. I be sending these videos to people and you guys don't know the work you're putting in, just sitting here, just chit-chatting like you're doing, because we seriously changing the frequency. This is not a joke. Just what y'all was talking about. I wrote something in the comments when both of you were talking, and it's really the truth about how we can shift everything with just what we do and what we saying, how we move it. Each person we talk to daily, it ain't no joke, bro. Because this is a magical time. We know what time it is. Whoever don't know, that's them.
Yeah.
I'm right here to win. I'm beaming and winning on what's going on right now. If they can't see it, all we can keep doing is doing what we got to do. You feel me? Keep changing the frequency.
I like your profile too. Y'all see what time it is. She ain't playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's a revolution going on quietly, and it's gonna get stronger and stronger because a lot of people you can't hide from you. They can't hide these lies no more. It's just ain't gonna happen no more.
Hey, I always say there's 3 things that always come to light: the sun, the moon, and the truth. You can't. It's inevitable.
That's right. It's facts, brother. It's facts. So I got some inspiration for my brothers. I don't know if you guys heard this one because my daughter is sleeping, so I'm gonna play something for y'all instead of spitting something because my baby ain't feeling good, so she already went to sleep. So I don't want to. When I get loud, I get very animated when I perform. So I'm gonna play a piece called "Shut Eye" in regards to what is going on in the world and in regards to the healing that we're doing and the changes that are happening in the atmosphere. So I hope y'all like it. Just give me a second here while I'm searching for this. Give me one moment. Oh gosh, where the hell is "Shut Eye"? Okay, there it is. All right, I hope y'all enjoy it. This is on my SoundCloud too if you want to listen to it.
Okay.
Can y'all hear it?
No, I can't hear. We can't hear it.
Is it too low?
I couldn't hear nothing.
You can't hear it?
A little bit, just a little bit. No, it's not. I think I just heard a part of
That
the
better?
instrument. No, I just heard a part of
Okay,
the
hold on.
instrument.
Hold on. I'm going to start that. Back it up. Hold on. I don't think I played the right one. I got some stuff I've been working on. I got my book called My Psalms Through My Palms that's out, and I'm working on another book called 18 Pages of Changes. And I really just want to tell you guys again how much I appreciate what y'all doing, because when you guys touch and speak on certain things, it inspires me to write more. It inspires me to heal more. So I just appreciate and love y'all. I be telling y'all all the time, I pay attention to everything y'all doing, and I really be trying to support everything you do, because I really respect and have genuine love for y'all. Like, seriously, no joke.
Much gratitude. And listen,
I got my daughter singing King Stop Killing King. We be playing your music in my house. No joke, even your old music. I play it all up in here. I don't let my kids listen to nothing. If it's garbage, they ain't hearing it. They gonna listen to what they need to hear, not no garbage.
They throw that King Manifesto on.
Much
I ain't playing around at all.
Much gratitude.
Much gratitude.
It's got to, because that's exactly what y'all was talking about. Every bit of what we do is what is going to be in our spirit and our soul. So you got to pay attention to everything we're eating, drinking, watching, reading, all of it. It all matters.
Right.
It took me a while to realize it, but it all matters. Every bit of it.
Yeah.
I guess this thing is not going to play, so I'm just going to spit a piece for y'all because they don't want to play.
Let's go.
I tried. I was trying to get it to work, so I'm going to do let's do Breaking Through. I think I did this one for y'all before. Breaking through all walls, all concrete, and all dreams. To beam and reach, to heal and uplift. Breaking through all barriers of shame and pain. No, you're not insane, just living in vain. You must work to your purpose, elementally free, being you for all to see. We are all a connected force. You must let go and break through. Break through all gates, all snakes, and all fakes. It is our turn to take and eat, and it is our mission and our purpose to ignite and unite. Above all darkness, we rise. Above each storm, we are never the norm. See, they that glorify violence, we are breaking through with new eyes to see, beaming and reaching and overstanding the truth that's been hidden all along. No more crying those sad songs, breaking through generational brainwashing and reprogramming our minds, bodies, and souls to fulfill our destiny goals. Awaken your soul and break through. No longer unworthy, no longer ashamed, no longer blinded, no longer hanging, and no longer weak. We are never defeated, only reaching higher to beam, to reach, to heal, and uplift. Breaking through. That's Queen Marette Rogers. I love y'all.
I say that is powerful. Much gratitude to you and the love that you always give. Yeah, let's get the snaps in real quick. You right, bro. You right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was
powerful. That was beautiful.
I appreciate y'all so much.
I appreciate you, because guess what? We can't do it without you. This is about the collective. So, the work that you're doing, that right there is helping us.
We appreciate you, being willing to share that with us and to share that gift, because that's huge.
I say.
Thank you. Ashayo. Continue to prosper. Continue to beam. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. We in our divine gifts and talents, and we changing the frequency straight up. We are a part of changing the frequency in this revolution.
Oh yeah.
I say.
One way or another.
Peace and love, my brothers. I really appreciate you letting me come in and sharing your space and leaving my essence, my poetic essence for y'all.
I love it. Poetic essence.
Treat right. I love poetry, so listen.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you like this. You sleep on this. I know you got your name, but I don't know that poetry name. That kind of sounded dope. That poetic. What you said? Poetic essence.
Yeah, poetic
That's
essence.
that's kind of hard. I don't know. I'm just letting you know.
That is though. That is very unique.
Poetic
I
essence.
feel you, brother.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
drop another one on y'all. Hold on, let me
Let's
see what I
go.
got here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop another one.
Might as well.
Real soul food heroes. Real soul food heroes. See, we are the real soul food heroes. For so long, I've witnessed destruction and lies, programmed in this rat race, sifting through this life as I was unknowingly driving this beast. We've been fed and taught nothing but BS, false history, nothingness, and lies. But not anymore. Our third eyes are activated and our DNA is increasing with ancestors' powers and presence. Opening and beaming. See, we are the force. We make it all happen. We ignite on any land as long as we stand firm and trust one another, and trust one another, and love one another, and love one another, and capture and discover our power in this hour, in this minute, in this second. That light overstands beams of our God energy, empowering and increasing with truth, and serving out our generational wealth with loyalty, wisdom, and truth. Poetically, musically, dropping bars, dropping flows so tight, fresh freestyles from your brain's headphones, from your heart knees to your elbows. It is joy feeding real soul food. Superheroes, healers, love drug dealers. These beautiful gifts are pouring out, and we are creating this new earth. While they crumbling and falling, we rising, we making it, and we know that God is in control. We are the gods and goddesses giving thanks and building our tribes. We verify and magnify elevations and channeling down Babylon with our determination and sunlight circle swords of light. In divine time, sipping from the cup of peace. More beautiful works to be done, to be devised, to be constructed, discovered, conceived, established, performed, and forged, elevated and evolving in our beautiful revolutionary war. We so tight, we reach new heights. We're sun encoded with virtue, essence, and abilities. See, real soul food heroes. Real soul food heroes. See, we are the real soul food heroes. That's real soul food hero because that's dedicated to the collective. That's dedicated to y'all. Anybody who's creatively putting out love, light, positively, teaching youth right, singing the right songs, flowing the right raps. That's to you.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't got it memorized. I'm still working on it.
You were supposed to give us that one.
Yeah, that one was heavy.
I appreciate
it.
That was heavy.
Wow. So hey, you know, we already be in the inbox. Hey sis, we gotta make something happen.
We gotta make something happen.
Totally. I've been telling you that. I know you busy, I'm busy, but we gonna work something out because I love your style. I am a very lyrical person because I've been in love with hip hop since I was a little girl, and people like to label this rap game and all. No, hip hop is completely a culture. It's the b-boys, the breakdancing, the poetry, everything. Consciousness, the street signs, all of that. The playing basketball. They think it's just the music. No, it is part of us. It is our culture.
It's the whole culture.
So yeah, let me get back before I wake up this girl. I love y'all. I'll be listening. Great gratitude, my kings. I love you guys. I appreciate you.
Much gratitude.
Respect and love. Keep doing what y'all doing. Please don't stop.
Keep doing what you doing.
Facts.
Yes. I shake brothers. Peace.
All right, peace. Man.
I shake to the tribe. I shake to the queen.
Yo, come on now. Y'all go follow Queen.
Fire poetry.
Yeah, let me see. I'll put up one of her comments. Let me see if I can find the comments. Y'all go follow Queen. She tapped in. That's her name. It's the same name she got on Instagram. Y'all go tap in, man. That was wow. Yeah, we about to shift the algorithm, family. It's about the tribe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was that's even why I got the idea or the message or the divine revelation, however you want to put it, to do it, that we all need to come together. It's like, this is about to be so fun. You know what I'm saying? Because That's what they do. They do a million remixes and a million songs and collaborations and as a collective, as a spiritual community, we got to start, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start saying this, you know, instead of a spiritual community, we're gonna call ourselves the enlightened ones. You know, I think that spiritual community stuff is getting kind of like tricky with what that really means. You know what I'm saying? We are the enlightened ones. And honestly, she actually and Queen actually inspired me to show a track that I've been wanting to let y'all hear for a long time on Instagram and whatnot. Just never
Okay,
I felt like it wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's actually a song featuring Patience. So
okay, all right.
This doesn't have his verse on anything like that, but it's called Divine Intervention. And I feel like this was just, it's a perfect time to play this record. So let's get it. We vibing.
Mm-hmm.
It's for
sometimes get tired of talking to people. Maybe you ain't got nobody to talk to. You gotta talk to self. What is love? I was afraid of love. So much fear. I didn't believe in love. Not at all. Till I waited for love to come. Show up, please show up. I wanna cry like a baby. I'm tired of being grown up outside of the trauma. Do anybody know us? At times I ain't wanna feel I would go numb. So it's fight night with my shadow. Do I rather win the war or the battle? Wisdom. I ain't fighting, I'ma go within and talk to spirit with no offense. See my reflection, this elevation, coming through these lessons. Know thyself, so I test me. I can tell you that I love you, cause I love me. Peace. I say, I'm in a place where I'm in flow state, flowing through my heart space, doing everything through my heart space. I'm loving through my heart space. I'm correcting through my heart space, holding people accountable through my heart space, and also being the purest me, and healing myself through my heart space.
It's for
taking over 2023, man, and on and beyond, you know.
Tribe taking over the 23 and the 24.
We taking over, man.
No cap. That joint is fire.
Much gratitude, man. That's that heart space music.
I think the tribe, not to cut you. I'm sorry. I think the tribe knows you. You don't. Yeah. I think the tribe knows now. You don't miss at this point. You know.
Well,
I know.
The spirit don't miss.
That's it. That's
you know what I'm saying? I have missed plenty of times. I've been doing music for a long time. I missed plenty of times. But when I align with the spirit, it's impossible. And I agree. And that's because it's all about that energy. It's about that collective. It's about that passion. Whenever I connect with the spirit and I connect with my passion on the purest level, I can actually it actually automatically produces life for the collective, or love or fruit. So when we connect with our passions and we connected with the spirit, remember Lauryn Hill said, I don't want to be right. I want to be righteous, because I was right. It was times where I was unrighteous and I was still right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's how we got to have that type of perspective with our passions, with our purpose. You know what I'm saying? We could go AWOL right now on some real Black Panther militant, whole nother level. We could really turn it up. You know what I mean? Like, our people got the guns, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's about how we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We playing chess, not checkers.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so let's get it, family. You know, this episode was an episode of inspiration. It actually is a little bit different than the episodes that we normally have as well. We are evolving and we are following the spirit. And I would say this is, like I said, an episode of motivation, inspiration. You know,
purpose.
You know, you are Neo. You know, and so, You know, yeah, really, yeah, you feel me? Really tap into your powers, tap into your, there has been situations where with me, my goddess, Julio told me some stuff. I've talked to a few other people in the tribe. We are shifting dimensions throughout these days. Things are happening, man. The veil is very thin. It's real different, So take advantage of the energy. I would like to think that we still actually being affected by this 11/11 portal and the Taurus full moon, because since the 8th, oh man, the 8th was a major shift for me spiritually, and beyond that, up until this point. So let's be aware. Let's pay attention to the shift. Pay attention to what's happening in our life, what's changing within ourselves. At this time, due to the elevation and us being intentional, you may start to not like to do things that you've been liking to do. Something that you did yesterday, you might not like to do it tomorrow. A certain food you ate yesterday, you might not like it tomorrow. Be open for these type of changes, because we are in a process right now where we are evolving.
Whole shift.
Yeah, we are evolving to our true, to that highest form, or the highest form we can get to in this part of our purpose. On this realm.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we rocking out. Honestly, I could sit here and talk to y'all all day. So yeah, because it's the tribe. But also, actually, if y'all wanna tap in on some subjects, please go to Telegram and inbox some subjects that y'all want us to speak on. Anything y'all want us to add. We got a lot of ideas, a lot of things we want to add to the show, but we kind of like don't want to overload y'all with different stuff. So if y'all start kind of like letting us know, maybe we can feel like, okay, they're cool, we can do this, because it's podcast, not podcast. So we want to make sure that we keep it like that. Yeah. But it's also for y'all. This show ain't for us. Like, obviously it's for the connection is beautiful with the Soul Tribe, and it's about connecting and part of our purpose. But the show, we want you to be comfortable. We want you to feel like, okay,
the apple tree can't eat us on apples on this one.
Exactly. Once again, so yeah, so let us know, family. But yeah, we rocking out. Peace, love, light, big healing, and be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Me and Nick Wajek got some other stuff cooking up as far as the Cosmic Currency record, so be on the lookout. And when that song,
hop on that album if you feel so inclined,
And that song is actually on YouTube right now. It's on my YouTube, Cosmic Currency. It's the unmastered version, but if you want to just bang it and just want to get the good vibes, it is up on my YouTube right now.
Yeah. So y'all go run that up. Peace, love, power, strength, and light, fame. Keep beaming, healing, and winning. Much love and gratitude. Ashe, and much gratitude to you.
Ashe. Yep. And appreciate you again, Queen, for coming on.
Oh yeah.
I love it, bro. Up from her. It's only, look, that's how we rocking out. Right there. Purple Lotus, let it be known. It's up from her. If you got on her and you felt like it was down, if earlier you felt like oh my God, this and that. Oh no, it's up from her.
It's up and stuck.
It's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't even like it stuck. It's not stuck. Because when it's stuck, you can't elevate. It's just up.
It's just
forever. Forever. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Infinitely up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. It's
you feel it?
It's up like a comedic spliff. Okay.
Oh, and speaking of that, I actually am working on adding a comedic spliff to the website. Y'all probably don't know what that is, but it's a mixture of like Damiana, Wild Dagger.
Yeah, I about to say that was a little rare live that we was on. People might not have got hip to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's a few things coming. Actually, also, God Energy hoodies are coming real soon. So maybe in the next few, probably say, maybe at the most a month from now. So yeah, so we tapping in. And should be some Shadowwork Sundays hoodies coming real soon too.
Yes,
so so just letting y'all know we tapping in on that.
There's t-shirts on the site.
Exactly. We just lingered on her, don't even want to go, what I'm saying, with the tribe. But yeah, we're gonna rock out with y'all though. Like I said, hit us on the Telegram. Let's get it.
Peace, tribe. Peace,
peace, peace, peace.